Hello, this is Abraham Klein from the Saltsburg News and Saltsburg Videos, and today we're here with Chris Reurick, who is the owner of the Falcons Pizza Den here in Saltsburg, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the business and a little bit about himself while he's at it. So, Chris, thank you for joining us today.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about tell us a little bit about the restaurant.
Okay, my wife Erica and I co-own the business. We bought it in 2010. Prior to that, it had been here at this location in Saltsburg for about 10 years, I think since around 2000. Of course, this was formerly the fire hall, and I think it was one of the first businesses to go in when the fire hall was remodeled. We purchased it in 2010. It was February 2010. At that time, I think that was the same month that we had basically a 2-foot snowfall. And I remember running deliveries on foot here in town in snow. We actually met some of our first employees that way because they were shoveling snow for us.
Oh, nice.
Ended up working here. So we've had it for about 6 years now. We remodeled a couple years ago the dining room you see here and everything. Presently have about 15 employees. We deliver to about 7-mile radius outside of Saltsburg. So we also serve Avonmore and Salina, Town that way, and then we get it New Alec, and then also up to Clarksburg, Island, Templeton.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about you mentioned you own it with your wife and things like that. Tell us a little bit about your background in the restaurant industry.
Well, I think our collective background wasn't unlike a lot of folks. I mean, growing up, we both worked in restaurants and spent time working in a variety of restaurants. Erica's dad and Ellie, she spent some years working there. So we kind of grew up in it. I didn't necessarily do it full time as adults, but as kids in college, we worked and enjoyed it overall. So that was basically our background before we started here.
And what made you guys want to, Saltsburg and things like that? What made you guys want to start one here?
Well, I grew up in a small town, and I think generally when we were looking to locate a business, we prefer to be in a small town just because it gives us a sense we get to know the customer base better and feel like we're part of the community. And I feel like that's been happening over the past several years. So we've grown to appreciate just getting to know regulars, getting to know customers, and appreciate Saltsburg. It's an historic town. It's a neat variety of folks in it, good folks.
Yeah.
And so we've enjoyed kind of growing with it and growing our customer base.
Yeah, and so you've been part of this going on 6 years. What are you currently still working for? You mentioned you were with the Murraysville Municipal. Yeah,
I used to work for the municipality of Murraysville. Much of my background is in local government. I manage a township now full time, and in some ways it's not a whole lot different than dealing with customers and selling pizza. I mean, it's locally based. You're dealing with folks locally and getting to know the community. So that's something I continue to do, and Eric and I enjoy running this business in addition to that.
Okay, tell us about the about the remodeling. You did some remodeling a couple of years ago.
Right.
What all went into that? What was the
well, we were fortunate that David Maxwell, as our landlord, was willing to work with us to get his crew in here and do some of the work. One of our big concerns, since it was opened in 2000 until about 2 years ago, hadn't really been updated. And that's not surprising. Time goes by, there's expense involved. But we wanted the dining room to feel like more of a family type and private atmosphere where people could feel comfortable going and eating. So a major part of the remodeling was partitioning the dining room off, updating the television, and making it furniture, and making it a better environment for family dining in general, and just more comfortable for folks to come into. And then we have a separate waiting area with a television and a countertop.
So if you were to give this place a theme, it would be more or less just comfortable hometown restaurant.
Yeah, I think that's really what we're shooting for.
Okay. What's the, obviously when you own a restaurant, I guess there's not too many goals you can have except just stay in business and grow your customer base. But what's the long-term goal as far as you as a business owner and owning the restaurant and things like that?
Well, I think for us, I mean, one long-term goal, and it is long-term, is really to continue to build and maintain a good employee base here. I mean, I think we probably have the best group of employees that we've had since we started, and we'd like to reward those folks and keep them around. And that's certainly just part of running the business better. Overall training, trying out some new products as we go along. We offer a pan pizza now that is kind of similar to Pizza Hut or Little Caesars, but much better.
Right.
Of course, I'm biased, but I think we also try to introduce additional products. I think we'd like to get a little bit more involved in events in the community and such, and maybe bring some more folks in, especially with the dining space that we have.
Right. What would you say is probably your favorite thing that you guys serve here? That if somebody is to walk into your restaurant and say, "What should I try?" What would you suggest?
Well, I think one of the things we kind of become well known for is our white pizza, our garlic sauce. So we enjoy that, enjoy making that. So that would probably be one suggestion. And certainly our pizza is our staple, but we do serve other products as well, such as burgers, which I think are a pretty good product, wings, and just other items you might not expect in a standard pizza shop, spaghetti. So those are things we try to promote as well.
All right. Well, at this point, if anybody's watched it this long, they're probably getting a little bit hungry.
Yeah.
So how can they contact you or find you if they just happen to want a pizza?
Okay, well, we're at 616 Salt Street, and we do have a separate website. It's foxespizzadentsaltsburg.com, so we have our menu up there. They can also get to our menu through the main corporate site. And you should see in the mail, we've been participating in the mail-in program, so usually every few weeks, you end up, folks around here would end up getting a menu, scratch-off tickets, coupons, variety of things that they can bring in and redeem. And they can always feel free to contact us here directly. We're at 639-0388.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. This has been Abraham Klein with Chris Reurick. He's the owner of the Saltsburg Fox's Pizza Den. We would ask you to, if you watch this video, to like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. Get the word out about great places and great people in Saltsburg. We also hope that you would watch other great videos here on the Saltsburg Videos channel. Thank you.